alone, staring at the full moon like a lover.
Welcome back. It is 9:28 and a little bit of change, you know. Might be 9:28:30, 9:28:40. It doesn't matter because we're talking about a really cool event coming our way. And I want to just preview this. It's a community resource fair with the Jersey County Coalition Against Drugs, correct?
Correct.
Did I get all that right?
Yes.
Oh, not today, texters. Not today. So this is a really cool event, and I really mean this. What you guys are doing is providing a great resource for people to get answers to help their self or maybe even a loved one. And it all takes place March the 9th at the
Susnig.
Oh, God. Almost. So we at the Susnig Center at 401 Mound Street in Jerseyville. And guys, the floor is yours because you know a lot more about this event than I do. Fill us in a brief overview of what we can expect on March the 9th.
What you can expect is, as again, it is a resource fair, and it's featuring prevention. So we're focusing on drug prevention, treatment, recovery, and support. So on the prevention side, what is in our community for youth? So many times I hear from youth, there's nothing to do in Jerseyville, there's nothing in Jersey County. Well, when you stop and think about it, there is a lot to do.
Yeah.
There is, we have the movie theater, we have bowling, our rec department, we have a nice pickleball court and lots of like exercise equipment around it. Several churches have weeknight events or once a month events. Let me see. I know I'm forgetting some. Did I mention bowling?
The library in Jerseyville has a lot of great options.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. The library. Oh my goodness, our Jerseyville library just goes above and beyond with from little to 99
Well, and
activities.
That's the thing, you know, and I've said this time and time again because we've had, you know, individuals coming on for mental health, you know, issues and just topics, and then, you know, we've had some of this where it's, you know, kind of helping our loved one get over that. You know, issue with maybe narcotics or alcohol, whatever you want to call it, but no one realizes, just open your eyes to your backyard, you know, and you don't realize all the great things because we've had folks on from Jerseyville all the time that talk about all these really cool businesses to even stop into and all these events and activities. I mean, you can't go wrong. Yeah. And the more we can talk about this and get the youth to realize that there's more to life than maybe doing what, you know, we're doing now, I think we win.
Yes. So.
Yeah, the goal was really to just make it an interagency collaboration to bring together all the organizations and showcase what we have available.
You made the perfect segue. So with this, how many organizations are involved with this coalition?
The coalition does consist of sectors.
Okay.
So we have businesses, we have health, we have our law enforcement, churches, our youth, we have youth members. It's all about bringing the community together, letting them know that we're here to help them, and again, promote prevention, especially for youth.
Well, right. And so many times, and I mean, I hate to say this, but I'm kind of a walking testimonial because, you know, I owned a business and I had, you know, life was great, but I had too much fun and everyone knows that. And you move on, you pick up your pieces and you build for a better tomorrow. But it really, you know, just looking around at my senior year of high school and all these kids, you know, had great futures ahead of them going to these D1 universities and going to these somewhat Ivy League schools. Some of them were. And then they kind of found the wrong path in life. And, you know, here, you know, they are now. And some recover, some don't. But to raise awareness to me would have been a, you know, better step forward, hopefully, to tell people, to show kids there's so much more to life than just, you know, maybe that one path. And there's so many activities. And I'm so glad you guys are providing that resource.
Thank you. Yes, a lot of it, you know, it starts with our youth.
Yeah.
It starts at home.
It does.
We have to show them and let them know it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well, and that's the thing, because I've never met a cool person that's handed me anything, you know. I'm excited to say it. So with this, and, you know, we have so much to talk about. What are we going to expect at this resource fair? Is there going to be a lot of different vendors providing resources? Are there going to be some giveaway items? Is there some other things that we can kind of engage the kids and the families with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lauren?
So there's going to be some counseling agencies. There's some churches, like we mentioned, some other mental health agencies. We're also going to have a booth there for our medication-assisted recovery clinic for JCH to talk about treatment. There's going to be some recovery agencies that are going to be there to talk about what, different pathways of recovery look like and help people that way. I think we're going to have a pretty good gamut,
Good word.
Yeah.
I was going to say plethora. I like that a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a wide variety, offering different, resources from all aspects. Like she said, prevention is a big piece, but also from the hospital side, we're talking about, once somebody has found their themselves down a path that maybe they want to get back from, we're ready to meet them where they're at. So.
Well, and that's the thing. It seems like there's so many different avenues that you guys really can provide, whether it's, and just different organizations in Jerseyville that I had no idea about, that we learn more and more about each day on this show. But if you could take us through a little bit of what you guys have experienced working with the coalition. Have you seen some changes made? Have you seen some improvements in maybe the awareness of the youth's involvement in community activities?
Oh, yes. The coalition, as I shared, focuses on the betterment of 11 through 18-year-olds. And we've grown with the community. One of the things that we have done also is with our school resource officer is a movie day where
really cool,
they get to go to the movie at no cost, but then, they purchase their snacks and that. Our turnout there is about 50.
Wow.
And we encourage the parents to come. We wanted a community. We're right now, one of the youth that is is a youth in the coalition. It's just they are a plethora of ideas. They're just like, okay, bringing it to me and keeping me on my toes.
I like plethora. That's a great
We do a lot of work to break down the stigma around this too. So I say there's stigma in two ways. One, stigma is that it's not happening, and two, the stigma is where it's happening, but we're not going to talk about it. So we're really trying to break down those barriers so we can say if it's happening, it's okay. Let us help, and also it's happening around you. If it's not happening to you, let's talk about that too.
Well, you're right, and I think that's why it's always good to talk about things, because I was in St. Louis radio, and there's you don't talk about guns, you don't talk about different things, but I feel like if you don't talk about them, then they become stigmatized, and they become these things that are ooh, you get abrasive about it, you tense up. But the more you raise awareness and talk about these things, it's to me an avenue for someone at home, hopefully watching, going, well, at least I know someone else is going through that or went through that path, and there are resources available to me. Talking about it's the best step forward.
Yes.
Right.
There's so many times that, the right people aren't going to come to this.
Yes.
And I share that the people that come to it may be able to pass that information along.
Exactly.
So you don't know what you're going to pick up at this resource fair.
Well, and so many times it happens time and time again. You never need to know that information until you need to know that information. And whether it's for, somebody we've had on folks that talk about, mental health, crisis intervention, or maybe just helping that person in dire need right then and there. No one would really know about that unless you listen in, or unless follow up on it. But if you don't do that, then we don't have that pertinent information that you guys provide for all of us. So, Sarah and Lauren, you guys work with Jerseyville Community Hospital, right?
Yes.
And now this is, how many parts of the Jersey County Against Drugs Coalition are there? Is it the school district and the hospital, or are there more components to it than just that?
There's, as I shared earlier, there's more components. We have the hospital, we have health, we have our health department, we have our police forces, county and city police forces. We have the youth component, the youth component, and then we also have a couple members that are just parents in the community that are on it. So.
That's really cool. And so it has all these different avenues. And that's why I was trying to want to get a little bit more information. So if anyone in Jersey County or in the area wants to be a part of this, can they?
Yes.
And how do they reach out to you guys to be a part of this really awesome, innovative thing?
They can reach out to any of us or myself. I'm housed at the middle school. And the information is just rita.robertson@jersey100.org.
The email works. I used it yesterday. And, so with this, I think another great component of this resource fair, which is on March the 9th, we'll go through all the details again, is the fact that you guys have booths available for individuals that are free. I mean, to me, that's an incentive, because you're saying just come out and be a part of this. Is there a qualification or guideline to what that booth looks like?
Nope. Anybody can set up whatever they like. It can just be information that they have, flyers they want to hand out. If they want to actually give out anything, we're going to be handing out Narcan at our booth, and there will be all kinds of things, I imagine, at all the different booths. And yeah, I mean, there's no requirement at all. So
No, and it doesn't have to be specific. I mean, it's substance
Right.
related, of course, but also, I mean, this can be housing, this can be food banks, this can be if you have a clothing, like a resale shop. Those kinds of things are great too. I mean, people need resources holistically.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you can't just have one facet of it. You got to have a total compass. And the thing is that kind of struck with me is, your guys are handing out Narcan, and to me, it's like, wow, it's eye opener, but it's needed because of. I mean, if you guys look, especially around where we live here in Alton and Upper Alton, there's a lot of cases of people overdosing, and if you guys are providing that, that's still it could be that step to hopefully somebody that goes through that terrible thing goes, man, I got saved. Maybe it's time to wake up and utilize these resources, and that's really fantastic. I mean, really phenomenal and just incredible. So with this, is there a deadline for booths? Are we cut off at the booth rental or?
no, we're still taking vendor forms. Essentially, it's not really even an application because pretty much.
By the way, I have the vendor form right here. All you got to do. This is the easiest darn thing I've ever seen. Organization name, email address, and your contact person, and if you need electrical, and 2 other check boxes. Normally, it's like a mortgage loan. It's like it's nightmarish, but this is great. So once again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the Community Resource Fair, March the 9th. 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the
Susnig.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Center at 401 Mound Street in Jerseyville, and there's so much there. So, and we didn't even talk about the incentive.
Yes,
I was I should have teased it, but I figured we'd kind of hit it later on. You have the chance to win some Apple AirPods and a bunch of other cool door prizes. Now I'm nosy, so you got to fill me in here.
Okay. Yes, a chance to win AirPods, and we have.
A 1-month membership to the Wellness Center.
Oh,
JCH
wow.
Wellness
Yeah, right on.
A $25 gift card to the JCBA, any of the JCBA businesses.
And then our high school has a coffee shop.
Really?
And so we're really encouraging our youth, our middle school, high school students to come as well. And so they get a chance, just our high school students get a chance to win some free coffee.
Right
and a mug,
on.
and so
Well, you guys are doing awesome work up at the school district, and I mean, didn't even mean to bring this up, but like the eSports League is that getting underway too,
Yes,
right?
correct.
That's awesome, and it's really innovative to have the coffee shop too. I love it.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you guys are putting down here. All right.
And we also have like a CEO program.
Oh,
at the
I
high
love
school,
CEO.
And one of the members of that CEO is going to be at the resource fair.
That's
she
really
has
cool.
created her own kind of like in memory
That's
job, or
yeah, that's fantastic. And actually, I was a part of the first RiverBend CEO class.
Okay,
So really
cool.
near and dear to my heart. And anytime we can talk CEO and all the great students in it, I love it. So with that, the best part too, I think, cherry on top of the ice cream here, is the event is free.
Yes.
You aren't charging people. You just want to get this information out there. That's all. I mean, that's really awesome. And take us through. So how many vendors are you guys expecting as of now?
We currently have about 15,
Wow.
but we know there will be more.
Yeah.
There's a few we haven't heard from, but I think we'll have a good number.
And then with the coalition as a whole, have you guys had some success stories you'd like to share? Someone come up to you and go, hey, what you guys are providing has really helped me, myself, or my family member. Has that happened to you guys, in this time period?
I'd say, as I shared with you earlier, we were able to do this 3 years ago,
Right.
and then we're getting it back in. They were very thankful, especially the vendors themselves.
Yeah.
Because there's vendors out there that I didn't even know about. So they're
Yeah,
able
that's a
to
great
help.
point. Sometimes these vendors have great resources,
Right.
and they don't know how to capture the people they're trying to help. If a church has something they want to offer, and it's like, well, we keep offering the same 12 kids that show up to youth group every
Yes.
Wednesday, but
Right.
we don't know how to get to the rest of the kids. So this is a great opportunity for them to reach people and for us to connect the need to the resources. So
That's a great point, a really great point. And, with COVID, I think that you bring up a great point because so many of us were, locked in and, kind of just sitting at our house, and it led to a lot of, increased cases of people overdosing, people going through mental angst. And, what is something that you guys have kind of experienced, coming back from that pandemic here? And it's kind of a bummer. I mean, it really is. You guys couldn't have these events because it really would have provided a lot of people in need, but you can only do so much that the government will let you do with the public closings. How have you guys kind of adapted and combated during COVID with trying to keep that awareness raised?
I'd say social media.
Yeah, big part.
It's a big
Huge
part.
Mark Zuckerberg hates me, by the way. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
and our
just-
meetings never stopped during that
Oh,
time.
really?
So we met internally continuously, which helped kind of keep us all
Yeah.
on the same page. And we try to put on events as much as we could for our students in the
Students,
schools.
yes.
It couldn't be super public, but
Right.
small groups and things
Right.
that kind of helped push us along, and now we're ready to get back out there.
Right on. And so I want to ask you this. We've been talking. I got to tell you guys 15. I tell everyone, 15 minutes, and we talk for, 25.
That's
but,
okay.
man, sinuses are getting to me too. But I wanted to ask you guys, I want to ask each of you the same question. What's been your highlight of being with this coalition? Has there been that moment you're like, I'm glad I'm a part of this? And I'll start with you, Rita.
Oh, thank you. I have been a part of it for 7 years, and I'm actually the leader. So,
That's awesome.
but if anybody wants to help take over, that's quite all right.
That's not a call to action or anything. You there? Okay.
My exciting moment is getting the youth.
Yeah.
It's as I shared over and over. It's the prevention, getting them involved and seeing their involvement and letting them run with things.
Well, and I'm sure, and just not to beat a dead horse here, but your involvement with the schools, I mean, you see it firsthand how it starts at home and how those habits are picked up so easily and can be reverted to. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's such a great resource that, having a leader that is in that school district that works in the middle school to kind of help do some preventative maintenance is what I call it, and raising that awareness. And Lauren, how are you feeling about the coalition?
Yeah, I have been with the coalition for about a year now, after I started my job at Jersey Community Hospital, but it's been awesome. I think being able to work with the community where I was raised and grew up too, and reconnect with people in the community to try to help make sure that, kids don't follow down these paths, and also being part of the hospital where we can treat people for these issues. We have like over 100 patients right now that see medication-assisted recovery, and so it's just wonderful knowing that we're actually like helping and making a difference in our community.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And Sarah, by the way, I didn't write any names down, and I got them all right today.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. So, Sarah, what's been your kind of highlight, your moment here with the coalition?
Yeah, I think the coalition has just opened my eyes to the other aspects. So as kind of Lauren alluded to, we're on the hospital side. We get people once they're down a path, and we're helping them now recover. But to see it from the flip side and to start, seeing kind of kids, their eyes kind of open and think like, oh, I can stop this now, and we could see those conversations happening at an earlier age has just been great. And also, we have all these great ideas, but to see them come to fruition is wonderful. Like this resource we've been talking about for months, now it's here.
Is it less than a week?
It's like, oh, it's so exciting to see ideas actually get, come to life.
Well, and too, what I think, just to add on to what you're saying, is it's one thing to put on an event, because I've, done a ton of those, and those are great, and it's awesome, but whenever you get to do something that's really just for the community that can really better somebody's life and not your pocketbook, I mean, that's what, to me, gets me the most excited about what you guys are doing. It's not about anything type of money. It's just about providing people that information and hopefully that first step to recovery, or the first step to prevent any type of addictive behavior to form and with drugs, and it's really phenomenal. So let's circle back to the event. We've been talking for a little bit, longer than you guys would probably like, but I'm sorry. I just like kind of talking to you guys. You guys are awesome. So
thank you.
Once again, if you're just tuning in, the Community Resource Fair, March the 9th, 4 to 6:30 p.m. I'm going to get it this time. No, I'm not.
Susnig Center.
The Susnig Center is at 401 Mound Street in Jerseyville. And guys, if you could, let's elevator this, and let's take the listeners out to what they can expect one last time at the Community Resource Fair.
Okay, what you can expect is prevention, treatment, recovery, and support resources, and prize giveaways, and just come, stay a few minutes, come stay the whole time.
And this is a free event, free for vendors and free for participants.
Yes.
So please, we want as many people there, and we're excited to see you.
And have a chance to win some Apple AirPods while you're raising awareness to a great organization.
Yes. And I want to add, even though I'm the leader of this coalition, I could not have done it without all the help, and especially Lauren and Sarah and everybody. There's 3 or 4 people that are not here, and they are behind the scenes and helping. So
Well,
Yes.
and thank you for bringing that, because you guys really do work well. It seems like you guys have almost like a family, atmosphere with your guys' organization, and it shows. And that's what's fun, and that's what's great to get behind this. And if you guys could, March the 9th, head on over to the Community Resource Fair. We'll post information as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today.
Thank
Thank
you. We
you.
appreciate it.
It's 9:48 on this Friday, the 3rd day of March. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap up this 9 o'clock hour in the heart of the Riverbend.